Things they try to bring me down, they try to break me from saying that I fake mental health issues. I'm saying I'm an Instagram fighter. I'm saying I have no skills. I'm saying I'm not a complete fighter. All this stuff was a plot to distract me away from becoming the person I was always destined to be.
Ryan Garcia's training camp for the Mario Barrios fight clearly feels different. And that difference shows immediately once the footage starts rolling. Working with Derek James now isn't about flashy highlights or chasing viral speed clips. This camp is built around discipline, patience, and a clear sense of purpose. Ryan isn't just throwing fast punches for the camera anymore. He's sitting down on his shots, using a steady, disciplined jab, and learning how to control distance instead of rushing through exchanges. That's the real change.
Destroying him. That's it. I don't like him. He don't like me. I don't need him. I'm ready. I'm coming in there to conquer him. Everything he thinks he believes in me, you gonna see something else. Everything he thinks, I'm showing him something new. He don't know me. He don't know me. He don't know how many miles I can run. He's not crazy like me. He don't think like me. He calls it.
With James guiding him, the emphasis is clearly on balance, smart punch selection, and staying defensively responsible after he throws. That's especially important against someone like Mario Barrios, a fighter who's tall, durable, and very comfortable pulling opponents into long, demanding fights. Ryan's speed is still there, no question. But now it's being woven into combinations instead of relying on single-shot explosions. You can see Derek James trying to turn Ryan from a fighter who wins moments into someone who wins rounds. Someone who knows how to apply pressure without burning himself out early. That's what makes this interesting. If Ryan Garcia This fight becomes about more than just beating Barrios. It's about changing how people view Ryan as a complete fighter. This camp isn't loud or chaotic. It feels deliberate. And in boxing, that's usually when things start getting dangerous. Right after all the Ryan Garcia noise, the streaming, clips, trainer debates, and questions about whether he's really locked in this time, Mario Barrios steps in sounding like the calmest man in the room. He talks like someone who knows time is running out for everyone else. What stands out immediately is how Barrios refuses to engage with the circus.
Stretch that I want to, with the rest of my career, and be able to, accomplish as much as I can. Nah, it just happens to be a crazy a coincidence. Even if the fight with Ryan wasn't made, going with Joe was gonna be the move that was made regardless. But yeah, just.
When he speaks about training with Joe Goosen, it's not hype, it's intention, feels like. A veteran saying, I don't need new tricks, just need sharper ones. And when he dismisses the idea that working with Ryan's former trainer is some psychological game, it sounds genuine. Barrios' entire tone is built around work, not showmanship. Notice how he keeps steering the conversation back to habits, fundamentals, and pressure. That's grown man boxing talk. He also handles questions about Ryan's mindset perfectly, basically saying, I know where I stand. Whatever he's dealing with is his issue.
He got a lot of experience, man. He got the best resume at 147 pounds, right? He's a champion. You know what I mean? He's been in the ring with Tank Davis as well. He's been in the ring. Who else was the guy he been in the ring with? That was
Pacquiao recently, obviously.
Pacquiao recently, and there was another one.
Thurman, was it Thurman?
Yeah, keeps one time Thurman. You got a guy like Garcia. His last performance wasn't that great. I expect him to have a better performance this time around. He gonna need to have a better performance because if he...
That's what confidence in your camp sounds like. Ah! And don't overlook this moment. When Barrios says Ryan hasn't yet faced a true welterweight, it doesn't feel like trash talk. Feels like a reality check about the weight class. This reflection on the Pacquiao fight hits too. You hear the regret, but also the lesson learned. Apply pressure earlier. Don't admire the moment. Take control. That lesson matters here. When Barrios talks about feeling disrespected as a champion, it doesn't come across as bitterness. It sounds like motivation, like he's tired of being treated as the safe, big-name fight. And when he says he'll go in with bad intentions if he sees Ryan hurt, that doesn't sound reckless. That sounds like a professional who understands when it's time to switch gears. Meanwhile, the talk about a future fight with Devin Haney hangs in the background like temptation, but Barrios keeps pushing it aside, reminding everyone that February 21st comes first. He's not the loudest guy in the room. He's the one quietly sharpening the knife while others argue about who brought it, coming right after Barrios' calm confidence. Timothy Bradley steps in like a former champion.
For you.
Yeah, I don't know if it's so much that he's deserving, but he's definitely, you know, the one of the biggest names, you know, to make the fight with right now. But you know, that being said, I don't think, you know, has been in there with the true welterweight yet, but he's gonna, yeah.
Tell us now, what's the prediction? Is it a stoppage, unanimous decision? Gonna make him quit? Well, what is it?
I know I see me with my hand raised at the end of the fight. By any means, I'm going in there with bad intentions. I am going in there to hurt Ryan. And if at any point
who refuses to let this fight be misrepresented. And honestly, this is the kind of tension boxing needs. Bradley isn't dismissing Ryan at all, but he's definitely poking holes in the hype. When Bradley starts talking about experience, people listen, flat out. Reminds everyone that popularity opens doors, not punches. Oh, that's uncomfortable for Ryan fans. Because yes, Ryan brings attention. But Bradley keeps stressing that attention doesn't help when the man across from you has already faced Tank, Thurman, and Pacquiao-level resistance. And he's not wrong. When Bradley describes Mario Barrios as a fully developed fighter with real rounds and miles on him, it clashes perfectly with the polished new Ryan Garcia narrative. What I like is how Bradley doesn't say Ryan can't win. He says Ryan can't afford to be fragile. That's the key word. He hints that Garcia doesn't enjoy getting hit clean and struggles with pressure that pushes back. That's where Barrios becomes dangerous, not flashy, just steady and relentless. Bradley then shifts into the business side, calling boxing a popularity contest. You can feel the frustration of someone who had to earn everything the hard way.
Is dedicated. I know him. He's actually a good friend, a good person. And they chose him because they think Ryan has everything it takes to become champion. To become the world heavyweight champion. Because they're already planning on huge fights with Devin Haney and whatever out there for Ryan. But the fact that Ryan, you know, has gone through 3 top trainers that would have done a great job, Eddie Reynoso, Joe Goosen, and Derek James.
Correct.
And he's not training with neither of them. He's training with his dad.
Right. And Cotto's a great fighter, of course, and a serious person. But the fighter really has a little too much control when they reach a certain level sometimes of their own career, which is good in one way, but in another way can limit them athletically. Because
his comments about Jake Paul might sound extreme, but they tie back to the same point. Shortcuts don't hold up in real fights. When Bradley says he currently favors Barrios, it doesn't feel like hate. It feels like a warning. Ryan's speed and left hook are real. But Bradley is essentially saying, if that's all you bring, Barrios will read it, absorb it, and start breaking you down. This isn't about viral clips anymore. It's about whether Ryan can survive being uncomfortable for 12 full rounds.